Welcome. It's Thursday. I thought we'd do a gratitude practice, and to set the tone here, I'm going to read a poem. This is one of my favorite poets, David Whyte. Your great mistake is to act the drama as if you were alone, as if life were a progressive and cunning crime with no witness to the tiny hidden transgressions. To feel abandoned is to deny the intimacy of your surroundings. Surely even you at times have felt the grand array, the swelling presence, and the chorus crowding out your solo voice. Put down the weight of your aloneness and ease into the conversation. All the birds and creatures of the world are unutterably themselves. Everything is waiting for you. The part that I like about this poem is the line, put down the weight of your aloneness and ease into the conversation. And the specific conversation that I'm interested in exploring today has to do with when we make mistakes. And I'd love to explore a reframe of when we make mistakes. It usually feels bad, right? We either feel shame or embarrassment, or the inner critic rages. And I'd like to offer this notion that mistakes are actually portals of discovery, meaning if we can reframe the story that we're telling ourselves of the mistake that we made, we can actually, I think, connect with some gratitude for um, for realizing something or learning something new about ourselves, which is why the mistake hurts, right? So a mistake is really just another way of saying, I thought something was going to happen one way, and something else happened, and now I'm blaming myself, and it hurts. And if we can get underneath and get curious as to why it hurts or what exactly was at stake there, then we realize that there's something really precious and beautiful that we can connect with and actually experience gratitude for. And the mistake is really just pointing us there. It's a quick way of us being able to access our values and things that are meaningful to us. So it's an experiment. Let's try it out. And yeah, let's start by closing our eyes. As always, taking a moment to slow down. We have another 11 minutes together, and see if you can just really let go of the world on the outside and the to-do list and the things that happened this morning. Just for a few minutes, just drop into the here and now. Noticing the body breathing. Maybe you're somewhere where you can hear the pitter patter of the rain and the wind. Maybe you can witness the pitter patter of the mind and the brain thinking, remembering. Thoughts really are no different than the rain or the wind. They're just happenings that we get to bear witness to. Very simple, surprisingly difficult to do, especially when we're wound up and we're either feeling fearful, or we're maybe feeling some regret about some things, some mistakes that we've made at some point. Speaking of memories of mistakes, see if you can bring to mind a situation in which you made a mistake with someone that you care about. So maybe you said something that in hindsight you wish you hadn't said, or you did something, or you were late. And see if you can drop back into that memory, specifically that inflection point where you realize that you made a mistake. And then notice where that mistake or that experience lives in your body. How do you know you made a mistake? The inner critic loves to dwell on mistakes. It feeds on this idea of having screwed up, and it's really what the inner critic is all about. It's just spinning around that axle. Just notice that for a second, and then ask yourself, why does having made that mistake, why does it hurt? Which of my values did I violate here? Was it kindness, honesty, respectfulness? And focusing your attention on the values themselves, not so much the critical part that's fixated on having made the mistake, but really using the mistake to shine a spotlight on how beautiful it is to have values such as kindness, honesty, respect. Fill in whatever values come up for you. And see if you can connect with some sense of gratitude for having these values. Gratitude for the role that these values play in your life and how much richer they make your life. Maybe the mistake that you made is an innocent invitation to actually reconnect with the preciousness of those values. It's just a reminder, oh, this is really important stuff for me. The inner critic usually lacks nuance and lacks finesse, and so it's just good, bad. Whereas this other part is much more nuanced. Like, what is there to learn from this mistake that I made? How do I make sure that the next time I am clearer, kinder, more intentional? Maybe there's some gratitude to be felt for having run into this situation, because it's a reminder of what really matters. So this is how we can turn mistakes into gold, just to switch what the mind is focusing on, or how we hold that experience. Go ahead and take a deep breath in through the nose, long, slow exhale through the mouth, letting go of any tension, remembering the mistake, and then hold the exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Another deep inhale through the nose, long, slow exhale, relaxing the shoulders, the belly, jaw. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do one more, really slow this time. In, slow exhale. Emptying the lungs all the way, and then hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, open your eyes. Let the body breathe on its own. I hope that wasn't too out there as a concept, but I love the this idea of turning mistakes into gold, and really being able to redefine them as opportunities to simply remember what's really valuable and important to us. And yeah, hope that worked and was useful. I'll stick around for a few more if anyone wants to chat. Otherwise, I hope to see you tomorrow. Good day, everyone. Stay dry.